Nityanandam, my name is Nithyadevi. I'm 27, an entrepreneur, and I currently live in Singapore. I'm also one of the many people initiated as a Nirahari by Paramahamsa Nityananda into the science of living food free. In fact, I should actually say it's the science of breaking all patterns related to food. I'll give you an example. If you find yourself turning towards comfort food to feel good or to recover from a breakup or to pass time and kill boredom, those are all patterns related to lower level emotions like jealousy, suppressed anger, comparison, etc. When these patterns build up over time, they manifest physically as diabetes, polycystic ovaries, migraines, and well, a lot more. I am not saying that food is the root cause of disease. You do have the option to use it as a medicine, but be honest, how many of us really do that? Today, what we put inside us and what we associate with it contributes heavily to major lifestyle related diseases like stress, obesity, hypertension, and the worst disease called laziness, which really prevents us from realizing that we need to help ourselves first and foremost. As for me, after multiple inner awakening programs, I thought I was living the ultimate spiritually rich life. But now I know it was a clearing that was being created for my body to make the next quantum jump. When I first heard of Nirahara, I jumped at the chance and grabbed it with both my hands. Why? Well, one, because I always had interest in mystical happenings, divine capabilities, etc., and who better to train with other than a living incarnation like Paramahamsa Nityananda. Two, because I really wanted to create a body that listened to me, was slimmer, and because I was just fed up of trying to lose excess weight. I always seemed to be, uh, you know, on the plumpier side, no matter what I did. Every time I did lose weight, it was just a matter of few months before I put it back on. And, uh, you know, my third reason would be that because it was just impossible to resist the invitation to live a strong, healthy life without food. And four, because it is so awesome when people get inspired to take responsibility for their health when they see me live a life that they thought was impossible. As of today, I have lived without the support of food for just a little over 6 months. I'm sure I don't look starved or deprived from any angle, despite taking on Nirahara as a lifestyle. My diet ranges from nothing on few days to 2 cups of orange juice or any juice in a day to several cups of diluted buttermilk on some days, and then whenever I feel like it, I go without consuming anything except water when I remember to. Of course, those of us who decide to become lifetime Niraharis, you really need to, or we really need to monitor our health, especially body heat, just until our body settles down completely with the Nirahara experience. And that's basically a process. Like, you have to just evolve with it. You need to really be patient and not give up on yourself. The only difference between you and me now is that you need food 2 or 3 times a day to derive energy for running your body, whereas my body is trained to directly consume that energy from prana, the indestructible life force. Has my life changed? Of course it has. Um, Firstly, I've created a disease free body for myself. I don't even get a minor headache, and you will be shocked at my immunity levels. You should know I claim I have a healthy body only after doing intensive medical tests on seeing which poor doctors don't understand how my organs are even functioning, let alone the fact that they're blooming with health. They also don't understand how the levels of iron and calcium in my body are at optimum levels without the use of supplements that even regular eaters consume. Secondly, I don't feel the slightest need to compare myself with anyone. Not anymore, not even the teeniest bit. My master Paramahamsa Nityananda says comparison is the root cause of disease since it creates a big gap between a person and his or her body. Living in Nirahara has really bridged that gap for me, so I now know with crystal clear clarity that I have created this body for myself. It is the best, and I respect its uniqueness. Thirdly, I don't live in the fear of getting obese or falling sick. I say finally because before Nirahara, I was always prone to putting on weight, um, I did suffer from binge eating my favorite foods, always overriding that little voice in my head asking me to stop. As a result, I had messed up my hormones, developed polycystic ovaries, and really felt the fear of helplessness. But not anymore. Of course, in a major way, I have to be thankful to the Inner Awakening program, but Nirahara's had the most amazing effect on perfecting my body. Apart from that, it's also had the most amazing anti-aging effect. I say that despite being only 27, because these days the pressure is always on us to start buying anti-aging creams and serums right after you're 22. Anyways, I was genetically prone to start graying early, but it's just reversing, and my hair is growing better than ever. My skin is acne free, and the best surprise is that the stretch marks I had developed with this weight gain and weight loss and that constant cycle are pretty much disappearing, and that's always a welcome relief for anyone, especially the women folk. Fourthly, I always have energy, abundant supply of it. Even I was shocked. Trust me, the more my body evolved towards reducing its liquid intake, the more energy I had. I never have the excuse of being tired, and I'm not bound by my own laziness. As a Nirahari, we have to practice constant self remembrance through spiritual practices like ajapa japa, feeling connection, and unclutching, all three of which help life ooze from the muscles. It is this state of constant excitement for life that I carry within me. Fifthly, I swear, and am very sincerely telling you, I don't even understand the meaning of depression now. When my friends tell me they are experiencing a low phase and are waiting for it to turn around, I seriously cannot relate. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Nirahara has taught me that I am responsible for everything I experience inside of me and outside of me. But on the rare festive occasions that I made an exception of eating with family, I could clearly see that even the small amount of solid food had reintroduced few old patterns of restlessness, but etc. in me. But thankfully, they never had the same grip. Plus, over these 6 months, I have been doing constant completions with the ideas of food that I had, cravings for desserts and savories. So now, even a so called delicious banquet seems as useless to my body as a fork or a spoon. Um, the sight and the aroma of food no longer make me salivate or make my tummy rumble. I tell you, it is really an exceptional state to be in if you're up for it. The best part is that Nirahara never took much effort from my side. All I had to do was be in my master's presence, trust him and the power of his initiation, which is really just a single tap on our heads for 21 days. All I do now is continue with my Ajapa Japa, where, like an automated process, the Guru mantra, Om Hreem Nityanandaya Namaha, keeps circling my throat constantly, keeping me in awareness, and then just remembering my master is enough to put me in the space of unclutching, which is basically a technique that is unique to those of us initiated into the process during the Inner Awakening program. The deep love, you can call it feeling connection, that I have for the divine presence of the master in my life is really more than enough for me to know that I'm well fed with cosmic energy. I should actually go one step further and proclaim that Nirahara is like being in the cosmic womb of my master. I can clearly tell you that I would never give up this lifestyle for anything. Not for billions of dollars, not for paradise, not for anything. Of course, there is no pressure on me to do so either. Niraharis can actually eat once in a while, but whether they want to do it is a whole other question. Seriously, why would you give up a life where your skin glows, your eyes shine, and where you have so much time to pursue anything you want? A life where you are not bound to a job you hate just because you cannot envision a life of hunger. A lot of people who see me are like, well, you're earning money, you've got a good life, why not just enjoy and eat? Why deny yourself? The thing that you don't understand is we're not denying ourselves. We've just got to the point where we're getting a lot more than what eating food could give us. The greatest gift I constantly experience due to my food free lifestyle is the space I carry within me, the space of possibilities, the possibility of success in anything I want. And I really mean anything. I've already proved to myself that I can do the impossible. I have lived without food for 6 months. As a result, I naturally carry the inner space of impossible is really I am possible. If anyone disagrees, trust me, my friend, I've been there and done that and gone through all the, crazy rut of excuses. I know the disagreement is all just excuses that stems from the laziness and fear to embrace change. My sincere request to those of you watching is that try Nirahara. It's always free because my master believes knowledge is always given for free, and so you have nothing to lose except your stale patterns. You don't need to choose to live the food free lifestyle itself, but just doing the programs alone are enough for a start. Oh god, they really free you from any health condition, even the ones you don't know you carry within you. Of course, like all good things, Nirahara is not magic. It takes patience, dedication, interest, and commitment towards yourself. But if so many of us regular people can do it, so can you. I really hope this inspires you. And hey, if you ever get asked this question, do you know someone who can make you live without food for life by just remembering him? The answer is yes, Paramahamsa Nityananda. Thank you, Nityanandam.